this is Katie from JumpNrope, and today we're going to talk about wrist speed and symmetry. So a lot of us have a dominant hand and a not dominant hand when we're jumping, and this can be problematic for two reasons. The first reason being that when one hand actually turns more than the other, it changes the trajectory of our rope. So instead of it making a nice symmetrical arc around our head, it actually starts to pull towards the dominant side. This brings the rope in towards our head and actually angled towards our feet, which makes it incredibly difficult to jump. And the second reason that we want to work on having even symmetry and speed with our wrists and hands is because if we don't, it actually creates quite a lag in the rope. And this can be very problematic moving into quick movements with our hands, such as double unders, because when one hand is slower than the other, it definitely creates a timing issue. So a great way to practice nice even wrist speed, and maybe you don't even know that you have one wrist that is a little bit quicker than the other, would be to actually use a pair of speed balls or something similar. Those really highlight some faults in our upper body, especially with wrist speed and symmetry. You'll soon find out that maybe one hand really isn't quite as efficient or as good as you thought it was. So when you're using the speed balls, just remember, it's not a time to go fast, but it's a time for you to work on your symmetry. So really focus on pushing those thumbs up and down at the same speed, keeping those speed balls parallel to our body. Sometimes if our dominant hand is so much more dominant than the other hand, it's actually quite hard to spin both speed balls at the same time. It's okay to just pick up one speed ball and work on that non-dominant hand. When you're doing this, really focus on the power and control of your wrist speed, pushing up and down with your thumb. Once you're feeling pretty confident with that one hand, go ahead and throw the other speed ball right back in and practice 30 seconds, nice and slow, keeping both hands even and symmetrical. Then drop the speed balls, pick up a rope, 30 seconds with your rope, working on that same motion. If you do this a couple of times a week, you're going to see a dramatic difference in little to no time at all. So go ahead and pick up a pair of speed balls, give them a good try, really working on those thumbs and that symmetry, practicing pushing those hands up and down at the same time. Thanks for watching and good luck with those non-dominant hands. Those are really highlight the faults in our hands and our upper body.
Those are really highlight?
Those really, so I'll start there. Now, if you do this a couple of times a week, you're gonna see a trip like woo, trip like woo, trip like woo.